All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about day one of the World Juniors, which took place yesterday on Boxing Day. And we'll get right into game one of the day. Started at 12:30, I believe. Sweden and Slovakia faced off at TD Place in Ottawa. Group B action. And a bit of a slow start for Sweden. I think a lot of people expected more from them. And in the first, Dalibor Dvorsky buries one here in a 4-on-4. I mean, you can see here, I think Sweden played this one a little bit passively like they were on the penalty kill. Opened up a shooting lane for him, and he made no mistake. Tallinn might have wanted that one back. Was through traffic. Nice shot. And yeah, 1-0 Slovakia here in the first period. And as well, you can see here who is in on the goal. Jacob Chromiak plays in the Ontario Hockey League, and Maxim Sturbrak, who is going to have a big role in the Slovakia team, and he had a pretty solid game here today. Shots were just 9-5 as well, so pretty close game, and Slovakia was leading 1-0 until Pelika snipes one, and Urban might want that one back, but that is a snipe, not Pelika, Bergqvist, but really just a perfect shot there. And then Slovakia delayed penalty here. Urban makes a very nice save to keep the Slovaks in it here, and Sweden put on another gear in the second period. We'll see here. They had a power play. Pelika far side, just a pass through. Slovakia might want to eliminate that. You got two guys there, and a bit of a knuckle puck there. Beats Urban. Pelika with his first of the game, and he had more to come. And yeah, at the end of the second, Sweden did dominate. So again, here's the scoring summary for the second and third period. Rasmus Bergqvist scores his first. This is by Pelika and Granberg. And then Pelika scores on the power play. You saw that goal assisted by Unger Sorm and Tom Willander. Then in the third, Sandy and Pelika gets his second and third goal of the game. Hat trick. Then Linus Eriksson scores a minute later. And Jenko scores on the power play. And we'll get into the third period goals here. Sweden passes it over to Pelika, and just another snipe. Urban gets beat again. I think he had a tough one. Obviously, when you get beat on every single goal, that is not what you want. For goalies, they tend to aim, if I get beat on 20% of the goals, that's acceptable. But yeah, he saved that one by Unger Sorm. Unger Sorm had a pretty good game. Definitely one of the top forwards there for Sweden. And here, Axel Sandy and Pelika. Look at the footwork. What a placement. Through traffic. There's just a line of the Slovaks right there. He gets that one past Urban. What a spot. What a shot. Low blocker above the pad. Sweden was in control there. And then off the rush, back checkers do not get back in time. Eriksson buries that one. Then Slovaks had a power play, and the guy kind of left open alone. Don't exactly know who is 6. Doesn't get on his man there, and you can see Tallinn. He's obviously reading, he's bringing the puck back over, but goes 5-hole instead. And Sweden with a pretty good win to start, and obviously dominated that second period. Slovakia only had 3 shots. And yeah, just overall solid game from Sweden. Slow start. Slovakia might want to play a little bit better. Maybe, hopefully they get a bit better goaltending as well. Because there wasn't too many backdoor one-timers that are freebies for Sweden, that one, which may be a positive defensively for them, but they did get outshot pretty badly in this one. And for Sweden, Stenberg did have 5 shots. He had a very good game as well, and Tallinn gave up 2 on 17. First one, maybe he wants back, but he played solid. Sturbrak had 2 assists. He played well in this one. Urban, 5 goals and 34 shots. Probably want a better game from him, and that's going to be a question mark for Slovakia is if their goaltending can play well. The Adam Gajan days are over, right? So we'll see for Slovakia, and we'll get into this next game here. Now, the second game of the day was Germany-USA, and this one was just simply domination by the States here. 10-4. First period, USA was only held to 2 goals. James Hagens scored a weird one, and then Gabe Perreault as well. And USA dominated the first period, shots 15-6. In the second, They come out hot, a minute 38 in. Trevor Connolly, the first-round pick from Vegas, scores, assisted by Yzerman. That's 3-0. Then on the power play, Germany goes, and they score Julius Sumpf, who is going to be relied upon by Germany, as well as David Lewandowski, who scored. Those were two kind of muffins there on Augustine. That was a storyline there. He did not have a very good game. Gave up 4 on 22 shots. Rough night for him. He's going to look to bounce back, but not a good start. And in the second period, the shots were 22-11, and 14 in. Hagen scores again, his second of the game, 4-2. USA, assisted by Gabe Perreault. That line looked really good. Then Brandon Svoboda scores his first, assisted by Willis and Fisher. Then Gabe Perreault scores again, 6-2 USA after the second. Then in the third, Kerry Terrance, first goal, 7-2 USA. Lenny Boss then scores for Germany, 7-3 Augustine. Like that one back probably as well. Brody Zimmer scores in the third, make it 8-3. And then Timo Rugdaschel scores, and Cole Yzerman scores again. And yeah, 10-4 win for the United States. And shots at the end of the game were 56-22 for USA. Just pure domination. It's one of those games where Germany, I think on paper and just in that game, they can't compete. And yeah, my player of the game for USA here is going to be Cole Hudson, just because I don't think anyone really, and maybe they did, but expecting 5 assists, 4 shots on goal, plus 7. He played very well. Trey Augustine, 810 save percentage in that one. He had a rough night, as I said before. And Lewandowski for Germany, he had 1 goal, and he was not minus anything. He was an even on the plus-minus, and goaltending-wise, giving up 10 on 56. Maybe you don't want to give up 10, but, I mean, he still made 46 saves, so a pretty good night for him there. And, yeah, we'll get on the next game between Czechia and Switzerland. And this game I actually was able to watch the entirety of it, the full 60 minutes. And overall, my thoughts, Czechia did not play as good as I think they should have. Effort-wise, they got outworked in the first period. And they got bailed out by their goaltender. And Michael Rabel played excellent. Without him, it's a very close game. And that being said, on the Switzerland side, I think a couple mistakes. You minus that power play goal, that one bounce, the one weird bounce. It's a 3-1 game, right? So Switzerland, I don't think they can compete for a medal yet. I mean, they could surprise us, but I think they can be in really close games, and I just want to see this team be the best they can possibly be. And so far, they still have a little bit to go, but they didn't play terrible. Effort-wise, I think they went down and they got discouraged a little bit. But other than that, they played a very close game with a good Czechia team that's competing for a gold medal. If you don't think Czechia is there now, they are. You look at this roster and you look at the way they play, even more so, it's a good team. And Miroslav Holinka, Kos, and Edward Chalet scored on the power play there for Czechia in those first 2 periods. The shots were pretty close after the first, 10-9 Czechia, and then 11-8 Czechia in the second. So they did have a bit of a step up there in those first 2. And one thing I also noticed as well is I feel like Czechia was just stronger in the puck than Switzerland. But at times, Switzerland was winning the races to the puck. So that was something to take note of here. You can see this goal. Weird-ass tip. It's just a tough one. A couple tips there. I mean, Switzerland was right in this game. Rabel made 2 brilliant saves in this one. You can see this one. I don't know if I was going in, though. Might have missed the net. But, yeah, going into the third, still a close game. And it kind of seemed to open up a little bit for Czechia. Shots were 14-9 in the third. Not to mention Neuschwander as well made a couple big saves, and he played very well. I looked at this. I was a bit surprised that they didn't play Kirsch here. I obviously forgot they play Slovakia, and that's going to be a very important game today already, day 2 of the tournament. But no, you can see here as well, another goal for Czechia, their 4th, and this was a tough one. Neuschwander made the good read, just played the backhand there, and then Stancil just wraps around and just throws in front of that. Another kind of shitty bounce there for Switzerland, but it's 4-0. Switzerland couldn't get on it there, and later on here, Switzerland with a very nice rush. You can see Czechia, 18, not back checking really too hard. Doesn't pick up the guy. It's kind of playing that loose puck a little bit. But, yeah, Rabel, tough one there. Just slides through the 5-hole. Gets them on the board. Brillard. Solid player, and he's going to have to score a few more for Switzerland here. But overall, it was a good game. Czechia scores an empty netter here. Shots were 30 to 26, I believe. So, yeah, Switzerland, they're right back at it today. This is a tough loss for them. But they played, for the most part, they played well. Just a couple tough bounces, and this is a 1-goal game. All right, now it's time to talk about the main event from last night. Prime time game between Canada and Finland. Canada opening the tournament in Ottawa for the World Juniors. And wow, what a first period they had. Dominated Finland, I would say. Bit of a surprise. Rimpinen, who is playing very well in the Liga. Maybe not a surprise. Sorry. But he just took that domination that he's having this year and played very well this first period. It could have been, easily 4-0 right there and then there. You can see their shots 13-4 when Jet Luchenko takes a penalty. A lot of hit from behinds in this one. But yeah, great first period by Canada. And in the final minute, they finally break through. Gavin McKenna. Here, Rimpinen, first save. McKenna buries one on a shift where Finland was stranded out there for a while. And when you get stuck out there with that top line, it's tough. And 1-0 Canada. And that one was assisted by Schaefer and Bonk. And the shots after the first were 17-6. Look at this goal again here. Richie shot, Bonk over, and Finland's just tired. They're trying to get off the ice. You can see there. McKenna buries. Almost a snag there. Almost a glove save, but no. McKenna releases the goal song. Live is life. And Canada did keep it going in the second with their shots, 12-5. And for Finland, they need to get something going offensively, but it's hard because in this game, I found Canada, they have the skill. They have probably the best team on paper in this tournament, I would say. The only thing that can ruin it for them here is if they don't put in an effort, don't hit. And the way this team's playing, they go in there, they go balls to the wall every single shift. They hit everything that moves. And it's the skilled guys that are checking roles and playing them very well. And that's the result you get. You get a 4-0 win here. And we can see Cowan, goal here, bad turnover at the blue line. And in these tournaments, you make mistakes like that, they bite you. At the higher level, more higher level you go, you see you can't make as many mistakes. Cowan makes no mistake. Rimpinen cheats a little bit for that Richie pass. And as a goalie, I find it's tough to be ready off a turnover in your own end. You're not fully ready for that shot. It was a quick turnaround, and Cowan 2-0 for Canada here midway through the second. See Cole Bedouin gets smoked there. He's a tough kid. He'll soak the stanchion. In the third, though, Canada did get outshot 20-12. Mainly, Finland had 8 shots on that one power play at the end there. But we can see this next goal. Caden Price, what a move. Walks the defender, slips it past 2 sticks, draws him in. Luca Pinelli buries 3-0 Canada. That was the dagger there. Overall, that's the game you want to play for Canada. You played well 2 periods. Last period, held Finland off when they were pressing hard, and that's the result you get. I think ideally they'd want to play that game, every game, for the rest of the tournament. Is it going to happen? We'll see. But as a first game, you can't get any better. Cannot get any better. Carter George played very well, 31 saves. 31 shots, 31 saves, shutout. It's interested to see how he did in his first game. Played excellent. And yeah, great game for Canada. You can see Schaefer gets an empty netter here. He was the best defender for Canada in this game. And really like to see that from a younger guy, and maybe Schaefer will be back next year. We don't know. For Finland, though, Rimpinen is probably the best player. I'll give it to him. He played excellent, and he's going to be needed here later on in the tournament for sure. But that being said, that is the video. Day 1, we reviewed here. Canada, Czechia, Sweden, USA with the win. Another 4 games tonight, and I'll be giving you guys a video tomorrow morning. So thank you, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.